So can you imagine a school that not only goes out to visit industries or employment and finds out what they do, but a school that actually welcomes industry and employers into the school building itself? A school that says, okay, you're a key employer, help us to prepare those young people for your environment. Come in and speak to the students about what it is to work in the civil construction space, what it is to work in the racing industry, what it means day in, day out to be successful, be part of our facility, be part of the experience. That's what we see here at the AITC. Specialist programs came about because what we saw from an employer and industry point of view, they were saying to us, what the AITC does is fantastic, but there are particular needs that we have as an employer, or there are particular needs that we have as an industry. And the other thing that came about, we had young people who knew exactly what it is that they wanted to do. And were saying, okay, I want to get started. I really want to get into this and I want to be the best I can be in this sector. And we said, okay, if we have a group of those young people, all with a common ambition, we can create something to prepare them as best as we can by curating experiences, work experience opportunities, employment opportunities, training and education. So that's what we did.
From a business point of view, I had a look at the AITC and thought, well, my industry has a lot of issues getting young people to come on board. I sat down with the team from AITC and said, look, is there a possibility that we could have a look at doing something along the lines of, there's so much opportunity here. And we pulled together what we initially classified as a pilot. It was looked at with sort of transparent eyes to a degree. I don't think anyone really thought that it would carry that much weight. Historically, the industry's not been great at educating and training people, but knowing that we have the school behind us, that actually was the muscle that helped us move it on and make it happen. And we finally got Racing Queensland on board, and we've now rolled it out to all the southeastern race clubs at Ipswich, Toowoomba, Sunshine Coast, Brisbane. There are campuses attached to all of those, and we have over 35 young people out of the AITC that work here on a Saturday. We're a very busy business. You don't get too many times in your life to say, well, we've started something that's going to be successful, and I'm really comfortable that all of us together have built and made something that has longevity.
Who would have thought that we would have, 20, 30 plus young people all looking to go into the equine industry? And why is that? Okay, that is because we've worked together really closely with that industry to not only create a program that enables that to happen, but also to attract young people from the right areas or from the right backgrounds, all of whom have that desire to get involved and to get started. We've taken their love and taken their passion and made it part of their schooling. It's important that those specialist programs or those academies meet the local needs of the area. It's really helped to diversify the types and groups of young people that we've got coming into the AITC.
I don't think we were doing a good job necessarily using the traditional method of VET, particularly for the heavy vehicle industry. The 1 day a week model doesn't really work. The young people can't start and finish a task in a day, so they lose that momentum, and the employer can't wait a week to put a project on hold to bring them back. So the 1 day a week model doesn't really work for the heavy vehicle industry with traditional VET. That's why I was looking for alternatives, and to be honest, I stumbled along the AITC website, got an introduction, and it's been a great partnership ever since.
Our challenge is to grow to really make this a concept that's accepted across the country. And my vision would be it's not just AITC that does this, but we're creating a model that others will do, because I think there's so much benefit for industry and ultimately for what our businesses and country needs. So, we're 6 campuses now. We've got 3/4 specialist programs that we've developed, fairly recently as part of those campuses. The opportunity is to, grow the existing campuses, to expand both here in southeast Queensland and broader in Queensland, and to expand interstate. The other opportunity is to expand the number of specialised programs that we're developing. It just creates different pathway options for our young people, and it also creates opportunities for individual businesses and broader industries as collections of businesses to influence, I guess, what the young people's skill sets they'll come out with, and to create that pipeline of people into industry.
In terms of where specialist programs could be in the next 5 to 10 years, we're not limited by almost anything in this space. We're not limited certainly by bricks and mortar and our campus locations. This can be whatever we want or need it to be. So who knows, as we look into the future, maybe we have specialist programs or academies to serve industries in new and different geographical areas. Maybe they sit within campuses, but maybe they sit within industry. All of these things are possible, because ultimately what we're looking for is collaboration, and that is very different to the traditional school setting.
AITC, historically is looked at from a trades perspective, but I think there's much more diverse opportunity in that school. The more messaging we put in place around it's just not the history of electrical, plumbing and chippy. It's this other bigger, wider, more diverse opportunity around hairdressing, around CEOs, around management roles. We've got 2 young guys that we pulled through our program that now work as greenkeepers on our racetrack. Weddings, parties, anything, if you like. That's the massive opportunity for AITC to grow its future.
The industry's really busy. We need a lot of young people in the industry, and it's through relationships through AITC and hopefully the Auto Academy that we can make a difference in terms of the skills needs of the industry.
There is a sweet spot that happens when you have your educational program, your industry experience, and your employment and educational outcomes all lined up. When you get that sweet spot happening, everything falls into place and success happens, and everybody feels it. The thing that's made us incredibly successful is not just what we do day to day, but how we do it. So our ability to be agile, to listen, to curate, to change, to design, they're the things that make us successful. Industry will change, employment will change, the environment around us will change. What we need to ensure is that we're on the front foot of ensuring deliberately different education for young people. Education that inspires both young people, parents and employers, and creates real life learning for young people to be the best they can be, and for the world of work to benefit from that.